Hi everyone, it's Veronica and I'm here to share my shopping with you from the Scrapbook Expo in Duluth, Georgia. The expo was being held on July 18th and 19th. They did start on Thursday night with the Mega Make and Take and moved into Friday and Saturday with the shopping and taking classes as well. All right, I did not take any classes. I haven't gotten back into that yet. Um, and I didn't do any of the little make and takes that they had either. But shopping was wonderful. It was a lot better to me than it was last year. Last year was smaller, a bit more contained. I think they may have had a few more vendors this year. So the spacing was great. I think they went into a larger area in the convention center. So that was really, really nice. Um, I met up with my girlfriend Bernice and we just leisurely shopped for a couple of hours. I also saw Kim, who is Kim Pass, and on Instagram she's Kimberly Creations. So it's always a pleasure to see her at the expo. All right, so let's jump into what I purchased. Here was the show guide and the floor plan is here. Still not as many vendors as it used to be, but it's building back up. All right. And I had to get my customary lanyard. I don't want to go a year without it if I go. So you have to get 4 buttons to get a lanyard. I had 3, and the person who was working that area told me to go and ask a lady in the registration area for a secret button. I said, secret button? She said, yeah, just say secret button. She said, I had them, but I'm all out of them. So I went and asked, and this was the secret button. And it's about making memories. And in all sincerity, the expo last year was a scrapbooker's paradise, because basically all of the vendors were basically about scrapbooking. But this year it has changed up a little bit. So we saw a lot more dies. And the scrapbooking is still a big thing. So it was really, really nice to me this time. So hopefully it continues to build. But the lanyard you see was really pretty, floral. And there we go. Okay, I did not do a lot of shopping because I still need to use things that I have here at home. Okay, let's get started. Now, last year and the year before, Want to Scrap was not there. They were here this year, and I was so excited. And Bernice was really excited because using bling is her signature when she creates her cards. But I only picked up a few items. I love these little teeny tiny ones. And I bought some paper to go along with the black ones. I love these. They are so pretty. So, so pretty. And I love these red hearts. And I think I had this already, but it spoke to me, so I picked it up, and then I got this strip. So that was Want to Scrap. All right, let's see if I can put that. Okay. I also went to Be Creative and only picked up 2 items, but I was all out of my Wink of Stella. So this has gold, silver, and the clear in the pack. And they were having a closeout on their Sizzix dies. And I don't have a lot of male pieces, so I thought this was so cool. So I think they were like 30% off of all of the Sizzix dies. Creek Bank Creations. I only picked up 1 die from them, and it was this one. And this is to be used, it creates, you use it for an A2 card, but it's used on a Z fold card. And this is what that card would look like. And I just love that. That just stood out to me. And they, of course, they had a lot more examples that you could do using the Z fold card. But I thought that was so cool. All right. So that was Creek Bank. Who was Stamplistic had Spellbinders. I missed them last year, but I was determined to find them this year. So this is what I purchased from them. I have not shared with you yet about my Better Press, but that's a video that's coming up. But I did pick up these plates. And this one, I fell in love with this. And when I tell you they had all the new Spellbinders dies, all the new Better Press plates, it was a beautiful display. All right, and then Creative Creations. I just love this peach. This is a mini collection pack, and I just saw card after card after card using this, or a folio. I didn't buy everything that they had to go with it, but I did get the laser cut elements. Look how pretty that is, and look at that doily right there. I thought this was gorgeous, and they had different collections in different colors. It was so pretty. They also carried Elizabeth Craft designs, some of the cutest critters ever. But I did not need critters, so I did not pick that up. But they were running a special where you got 15% off before noon. So we did make that. All right, and then Photoplay. All right. When I ran into Kim, she showed me all the papers that she had gotten from Photoplay. I think that's probably the first area that she hits because she loves paper. All right, so this is Sugar Plum Christmas by Becky Moore. So, so cute. And of course, you know, fall speaks to me all of the time. So this is called Meadows Glow. Really, really pretty. And I think these were 3 for $24 if I'm not mistaken. All right, then I got this little chef. Love the vibrant colors. And as I was standing in line to pay, Bernice was still looking, and she saw this folio that could be created. So this will be for Nova, because she did go to she has been to the aquarium several times. She loves it. So I'm going to do this folio for her, and these were $10. All right, so that was Photoplay, and then one more. Brass and Bliss. They hit you up when you walk in the door. And when I say they're right there, they are right there at the door to the right. Be Creative is to the left, but they're kind of pushed back toward the wall. Brass and Bliss, I just cannot pass them without stopping. They also gave us this card to use for 20% off your next online purchase, just in case you forgot something at the show. All right. So, for dies from them, I picked up this set, dress shirt and tie-dye. I thought that was really, really cool. And that's all the pieces in there. And for this die, and I'm sure you say, oh, I know you have circle dies. I do. I do. But when I saw this card, I thought, you know what? Just get the dies, and then you won't have to think about it. But I thought this was so cute. This is the paper, and they have joined forces with Papercut. I don't know how long ago they did, but they were there. They had Papercut stuff last year, so they partner. And these are the cards that you can create this with. And this piece flips open. And I do have a picture of that, I think, but it is so, so cute. So I did get that. And also I did pick up this stencil. I have really started loving stencils since I've been doing the SCT events. This is the Holly and Berries, and it has, how many stencils in here? Three stencils. So you would do the reds, I think. I didn't open it to see, but you have 2 greens on here. And you probably do the darker parts in the berries at the same time you're doing something else. So, but I did get that stencil. And of course, I love their papers. The weight is just fantastic. Of course, I had to get an autumn one. So it's 24 double-sided sheets. The Holly Jolly. That is so cute. Love the little trucks. Floral Meadows. That is absolutely beautiful. The lavenders, the purples, really pretty. And if you have not started following Kitty Craft, I cannot remember who she used to design for, but she does Brass and Bliss now. And her creations are amazing. And this floral monochrome. And that's why I got the little black bling from Want to Scrap, because I figured it would be perfect with this. So that is all I purchased. As you can see, I maintained, and I am so proud of myself. So that's just a view of everything that I purchased. And it would have been so easy to go back on Saturday morning, but I did not. I did not. I kept my little happy self at home. But this is everything that I picked up. And just thought I'd share it with you. Thank you all so much for stopping by and watching. Happy crafting.